Hi guys, today's video is mental health awareness. I thought with May being the month of mental health awareness, I would do a quick video on our mental health. And a lot of times we don't pay attention to our mental health, either one, because we go into denial and we think that we'll just get better, or two, we might feel embarrassed or shameful, or three, there's still a big stigma around mental health and therapy. And so we stay quiet and we don't take care of ourselves in a way that helps our mental health. And so I a lot of times talk about this when I talk about our physical health. And how we take care of our physical health is really important, and just like taking care of our mental health. If we don't take care of our physical health, our bodies start to decline. And then we get sicker, we don't feel good, all of those things. And so we kind of go in this downward spiral. And with our mental health, it's the same thing. If we don't take care of our mental health, then we get stuck, we feel paralyzed, we end up making poor decisions for ourselves, and we get in this kind of downward spiral, and it usually ends up filled with shame. So what is our mental health? Mental health is a way that we really learn how to cope with stress. Mental health is broad. It is also associated with psychiatric disorders, it's anxiety, it's depression, it's bipolar, it's a lot of things. Today what I'm going to talk about is how we take care of our mental health to learn how to manage stress. So, when we learn those effective tools on how to manage our stress, it helps with our day-to-day life, and we do end up making decisions that are healthier for us. So how do we do that? I've talked a lot about how we take care of ourselves, self-care, self-love. Those are all ways that we learn how to take care of ourselves. So when we take care of ourselves, we feel better, and we end up being able to make better decisions for ourselves, for our partner, with our partner, with our families, and we live, we are able to kind of walk around living life where we feel like lighter or freer instead of heavy, down, and dark. So, what are some tools? Some tools that I like, that I've used are, first of all, talking with people about what are the things that bring joy into their life. When we focus on joy, it doesn't mean we ignore when bad times happen. We find that balance of, when I feel down, it's also okay to think about times that I feel joyful to help me cope. Gratitude and the research that's coming out about the importance of gratitude and how it changes our brain. It's super important. Gratitude helps us pull out of our darkness. I was recently listening to a talk about gratitude, and there was a study that was done that really showed two groups of people that work in the same environment were asked to keep a journal. And one group was specifically asked just to keep a gratitude journal, and the other group was asked just to write about whatever. And the group that was asked to keep a gratitude journal, what they reported is more work productivity, people were nicer and kinder, they weren't as stressed out. And the group that just was asked to keep a journal, things kind of stayed the same. And, there's been lots of other studies that talk about when we feel dark or down or depressed, when we start to focus on gratitude, it helps get us out of that tough spot, and it puts us in the here and now, and it puts us focusing forward instead of focusing on the past or things that have happened. Gratitude isn't the only answer, but it's definitely a really great tool. So in terms of how are we taking care of our mental health, I would absolutely have a gratitude journal. Whether it's one that you make up yourself, my personal favorite is the 5-minute journal. It's, or it's just keeping it in your mind and paying attention, what am I grateful for in this moment? So it's just doing things like that that really help you, again, get out of, just focusing on the darkness and putting you back into the present moment of gratitude. And some other things, exercise, I've talked before, exercise doesn't have to be, we're hitting the gym for 2 hours a day, unless that's what you like and want to do. Exercise can be little activity of going for a walk in the evening, or going to the gym, going for a run, doing home workouts, anything that really helps you feel better. So exercise is another really important way to take care of your mental health. In fact, some of the newer studies that talk about depression and mild cases of depression report that exercise actually helps helps alleviate those symptoms of depression. So, super important. How are you sleeping? Sleeping really matters when it comes to your mental health. If you're exhausted, you can't think straight, you don't feel good, even, your hormones kind of get off track. So sleeping is super important. Meditation is another way that you can take care of your mental health. One of my newer books that I'm reading that I highly recommend is called Stress Less, Accomplish More. It's all about a certain type of meditation that you can do every day. I highly recommend that book, and really any form of meditation. There's a Calm app that you can download on your phone that teaches you how to meditate. Meditation, again, is a way where you put yourself in the present moment. You help, depending on what kind of meditation you're doing, it helps you deep breathe. It helps kind of calm you down. It helps manifest the things that you want. So meditation is another great way that you can take care of your mental health. Your support network, who in your life helps you through tough moments, whether it's a friend, a family member, a therapist, a coach, a religious leader, just who in your life is there to help you through when times get dark. And don't be afraid to ask for help. A lot of times, because there is such a stigma around therapy, people wait and wait and wait and wait to go to therapy. When, it doesn't have to be that. There's nothing wrong with going to therapy. Really, it's very courageous to go to therapy. It's courageous to say, I need some extra help, and I'm going to call someone who I know can help me through this. And so really taking a stand and saying, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to go to see a therapist. If you wait and wait and wait, things tend to get worse. And so really taking a stand and saying, I'm going to go and meet with someone to really help me through this tough spot, helps you through it. So be courageous and ask for help. It is okay to ask for help. So, those are just a few things that we can do that really helps with our mental health. Some other ideas that really pop into my mind are being out in nature. Being out in nature often helps us feel a little bit better. Doing things that make us feel alive or, again, bring joy into our life, that always helps. Creating connections, being kind, reading some good books, some self-help books. I know that might sound cheesy, but really there's some really great information out there on how to take care of ourselves and how to take care of our mental health. So again, guys, I want to say it's okay to ask for help. You are not in this world to be all on your own. We're in this together. And when we can be in a space where we're talking about not just the good times, but the tough times, we feel more connected to other people, because as human beings, we all go through the ups and downs of life. So creating connections, understanding, and that it's important to talk about your mental health. It's important to talk about when you need help, asking for help. All of these things really help you take care of your mental health. Don't forget to keep a gratitude journal as a way to help you in dark times or tough times. Exercise, whether it's light activity or those 2-hour workouts in the gym, whatever works for you and whatever keeps you going. So don't be afraid to talk about your mental health. Be courageous and ask for help. And know that you matter, and you're not meant to do this on your own. So, reach out and ask for help. Ask a friend, a family member, or a therapist. In the link below, I'm going to put some links to meditations, to that book, Stress Less, Accomplish More, the 5-Minute Journal, the Calm app, and even a link to Psychology Today. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for weekly updates. And don't forget, your mental health matters and it's important, so take care of it. Have a great day.